Hey, Mr. Clash here with a video about the upcoming Clan War Leagues and some extra quality of life change information. So first off the bat, it's a little bit of a different video. We're just going to be having a look at some text while I go over the details instead of some attack replays, because there's a lot of stuff to cover, and if you want to read ahead you can. So obviously, unless you've been living in a cave or whatnot, you don't know there are Clan War Leagues coming. Lots of people were speculating about how this was going to work. So here we have the first details released by Supercell. Now here they are. The idea is simple, they say. Your clan will be grouped with 7 other clans into a league. Now I'm assuming, of course, this isn't specifically mentioned in text, but I am assuming that a league, therefore, like the multiplayer leagues, there will be many groups of 7 clans within a league level. So your clan will be grouped with 7 others into a league, so that will make 8 clans. During the course of the league week, so there's 1 week here, you will wage a 15 by 15 war against each of those clans. So there are 8 clans, there'll be 4 wars. Well, you'll be doing 7 wars, because you'll be fighting each of those clans. So 1 a day, I'm guessing, 12 hours probably. At the end of the week, the clans with the highest number of stars will be promoted to the next highest league tier, while the bottom performing clans will drop down to a lower tier. Now, how do you enter the league? The opt-in period will happen once a month, and the War League will take place for 8 days. Even though League Wars will be 15 by 15, but there are opportunities to let others wage the war during the league week, as you can always rotate players in and out, obviously. Oh, and did we mention each clanmate only gets 1 attack on battle day? So instead of 2 attacks, you get 1 shot. 15 bases, 15 attacks each. So there's no cleanup, there's no let's do a scout, let's have the bottom guys do all their attacks and then they can use the other half of their attacks for scouting and then we'll go. No, from my understanding of this, it's all going to be fresh hits. That would make more sense to me anyway, at least fresh hits. There will be 18 league tiers in total, with plenty of room, obviously, to strive to be the best. Yeah, that's just hyperbole. And the higher you climb, the more tantalizing the rewards are. Now, they don't mention the rewards, but they do hint that they have more details coming in the days ahead. Now, I did speculate that it was going to be the October update, and they have, with the changes coming, and they have confirmed that it is the update this October. Okay, so that is the Clan War Leagues. Do let me know what you think of your initial impressions of what you've heard, how there'll be 7, you'll be fighting 7 other clans in 15-15 war, and no word on the breakdowns or anything like that yet, so that'll be interesting. Okay, quality of life changes. Now, in the previous video, I had already covered these top ones here. We'll just go through these. Those ones were the ones that we'd covered. Siege Machine will default to the last deployment you used. The Siege Machine donation will be 30 XP instead of 1. When starting an attack, no troops will be selected by default, and the new replay speed available will be half speed. We now have additional ones. Now, I did mention this previously. I've mentioned it in attack videos. When the Electro Dragon does his little electric breath, he can damage everything, but his last ditch lightning spell does not damage resource building. So that was a little bit funny. So they are changing that. The Grand Warden's mode can be toggled while he's healing. And now we have new clan game tasks here. We have building breakdown, destroy 50, 150 and 250 buildings in multiplayer battles. I guess they're calling that regular, intense and epic. Building boom, destroy 30, 60 and 90 building in versus battles. Wall whacker, destroy 50, 150 and 250 wall segments in multiplayer battles. Look, I'm sorry, but I could just see people doing that with a, let's go with 20 giants and 50 wall breakers and just dump them all in. Wall Wipeout, destroy 50, 150 and 250 segments in versus battles. So it's the same task, but it's versus battles versus multiplayer. But I would be interested to know what they refer to as a wall segment, because obviously in versus battles, your walls are not individual segments, but whole rows. Okay, sudden stars, collect 3 stars from versus battles. Only stars earned in the first 60 seconds count. Well, that's pretty good for me because all my attacks are over within 60 seconds anyway, because I just spam archers around in a circle. And of course, speedy stars, collect 3 stars from multiplayer battles. Only stars earned in the first 60 seconds will count. So in these sorts of cases, it's really spam in quick. Once you've got that star, if it doesn't look like you can, get the second star within the 60 seconds, end the battle and move on to the next one. Gem donation price adjustments. Now, I don't normally donate using gems. Obviously, I did with the special that was on, but for those people who do donate by pressing the gem button for instant donations, giants will go up, balloons will go down, wizards down, dragons down, P.E.K.K.A.s down, hog riders down, Valkyries cheaper, golems are cheaper, witches are cheaper, lava hounds are cheaper, bowlers are cheaper, baby dragons are cheaper, and electro dragons are cheaper. So giants have gone up 1 gem. So I'm assuming that the minimum gem will be 3 gem instead of 2. Then now we have the thing that everybody's really interested in, and that is reduced training costs for troops. The old reduced training costs, and of course, unfortunately, if you've already trained up, you don't get reimbursed. And what's interesting here is the cost for wall breakers. That's a massive reduction in a wall breaker training cost. 4,500, 3,500, 3,000. So what have we got here? The maximum of 2,750 is not even a level 5 current wall breaker. So that's a huge reduction there. We've got the reduced cost of the golems. Let's have a look at that. What are we looking at here? So level 4, level 5, 750 is now 600, which is the old level 3. So that's kind of interesting. That let's have a look. Yes, they are comparing them. So 825, so they're leaping around. So 675 was here, 675 was there, 600 was here, 600 is there, 500. So the costs are the same, except they've offset them by tiers. So, hey, why save 100 Dark Elixir? Might as well save 100 Dark Elixir if you can save it. Reduced cost for baby dragons. Obviously, 16,000 has gone down to 11. And now the max baby dragon at 15,000 is the cost of the old level 1 baby dragon. So, massively reduced price for the baby dragons, which is okay. So when I first saw this, my initial thought was fantastic. Supercell wants everybody to use witches, because a level 2 for Town Hall 9, obviously 350, got down to 225. They are encouraging witch use like crazy by having those reduced costs, because obviously you do a video with witches and people complain that witches are so expensive. Now, reduced trading costs for bowlers. Level 1. Let's have a look at level 4, 170, which is the old level 3. And so they've all been offset by 1 level. Level 2 is now the old cost of level 1, and so on and so forth. So that is it. They are all the quality of life changes that are confirmed quality of life changes. In terms of the price donations and reduced training costs, something that Supercell is always adjusting. But the confirmed quality of life changes, nothing really that I would consider, like new claim game tasks. Yeah, that's really nice, but it's not a quality of life change. Hopefully there are some more coming, especially the reduction of the number of icons in the bottom of the screen, so that you can have more than 13 for Android specifically, or some of the others that I talked about in my video. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Do please let me know what you think of the upcoming Clan Game award details that we've seen. As stated, update is this October. Do please let me know what you think of those, or any of the other quality of life changes that you might like to see, or what you think of the prices. Just tell me what your thoughts are on this. So that's it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.